What happens when the one decent guy left on a dating show becomes the biggest villain? When love bombing turns into straight-up emotional whiplash? Episodes 7 and 8 of Better Late Than Single just served us the messiest plot twist of 2025. Jeongmok really said, "Hold my soju," and proceeded to demolish every ounce of faith we had left. But before we dive into this absolute train wreck, let me tell you why this might be the most relatable dating disaster you'll see all year. The Golden Boy's shocking transformation. Let's talk about Jeongmok's complete 180 turn. This man was literally our last hope, our final beacon of decency in this chaotic dating experiment. For 4 whole days, he was completely locked in with Yi-do. He rejected not one, but 2 other women because he was so laser-focused on her. We were actually rooting for him hard, thinking, finally, a man with standards, an actual commitment. Then, boom, plot twist of the century hits us like a freight train. One day he's telling Yi-do she's his person, his one and only. The next day he's casually talking marriage plans with Jiyeon. Marriage plans, y'all, after knowing her for what, 5 hot minutes? The internet collectively lost its absolute mind, and rightfully so. The whiplash is real, it's brutal, and honestly, we're all still processing this emotional damage together. Why Jeongmok switched, the uncomfortable truth. Now hold up, I know y'all are big mad at Jeongmok right now. Trust me, I can feel that energy radiating through my screen. But switching feelings on a dating show? That's literally what these shows are designed for, right? The show actually gave us 2 pretty clear reasons for his dramatic change of heart. First, he realized Yi-do wasn't on the same wavelength as him. Wait, I know you're rolling your eyes at him repeating, "not same wavelength," like a broken record player. But the show actually showed us their mindset differences in real time. Yi-do casually mentioned Christmas traveling to New York. That probably sounds pretty fancy and expensive to a college student like Jeongmok. Then she dropped the bomb that she'll always prioritize herself first, family second. Look, that's not wrong at all, but when you're just getting to know someone, that statement can definitely come across as pretty self-centered. These conversations gradually made Jeongmok realize the person he had a first impression of, based mostly on looks, might not actually fit with him long-term. The second reason? JIYEON'S family-first mentality hit him right in the feels. She's constantly cooking for everyone in the house, always caring for others around her. When JIYEON shared her deeply personal story about sacrificing everything for family, Jeongmok literally cried actual tears. You could see him connecting with someone who shares his core values, something he couldn't find with Yi-do. That morning date dropped his feelings for Yi-do to about 50%. By evening drinks with Jiyeon, those feelings were basically completely gone. Where Jeongmok actually went wrong. First off, Yi-do did absolutely nothing wrong in this entire situation. When she sensed Jeongmok wavering and wanted more of his attention, that's completely normal human behavior that anyone would exhibit. Jeongmok's real mistake? He's way too much of a people pleaser who says overly confident things that come across as flirting, like he did with Minhong too. His intentions are genuinely good, but the execution is messy as hell. The bigger issue was showing Yi-do that intense, only you energy in the morning, then completely switching by evening like a different person. But his biggest mistake? Promising Yi-do he wouldn't focus on Jiyeon anymore, then breaking that promise the very next day. That's where the red flag behavior really shows itself, even though I understand his thought process. Jiyeon's position in this mess. Let's talk about Jiyeon stepping into this dramatic whirlwind. One viewer made a really solid point. I don't think Jiyeon is into Jeongmok romantically. She just leaned towards him as amongst the guys he treated her the nicest. And honestly, when your options are the guys currently on this show, picking whoever treats you with basic human decency feels more like survival strategy than genuine romance. But that sweet room invitation suggests there might be some genuine chemistry developing between them. Sometimes attraction grows from friendship and shared values, which would actually be refreshing to see. We also saw Jiyeon light up during their drink session, smiling when Jeongmok gently helped her with her backpack. It was subtle, but the way she responded to that small act of care showed she noticed and appreciated it. And during the barbecue, Jiyeon even fed him a bite of food, a gesture that usually signals some level of warmth or closeness. Either way, girl just inherited a whole complicated mess. Jeongmok's consistency track record is looking pretty sketchy right now. JIYEON'S comedy central moment. While we're processing Jeongmok, can we address the absolute comedy gold that is JIYEON? This man really went full toddler mode and got down on his hands and knees in child's pose to hide from Jeongmok and Jiyeon. I'm not joking, actual child's pose like he was in beginner's yoga. Then he had to overhear the girls gossiping about his awkward behavior while hiding in bushes like some nature documentary gone wrong. Someone commented he needs therapy, and honestly, I actually feel sorry for JIYEON. You really have to be someone born naturally shy and anxious to truly understand people like him. They speak less because their minds are constantly running with racing thoughts, and very often it's overthinking everything. They tend to have that flight response when faced with unpredictable fight-or-flight situations. HYUNKYU'S suffocating strategy. Speaking of men who desperately need intervention, HYUNKYU has turned being interested into a full-time stalking occupation. Jisoo is clearly not here for it at all. He's constantly hovering around her, rambling about his insecurities instead of having actual conversations with her rather than at her. One viewer absolutely nailed it. He's constantly breathing down her neck and rambling on about his insecurities instead of checking in with her. You can see Jisoo getting increasingly uncomfortable, but homeboy is so wrapped up in his anxiety spiral, he can't read the room. The mailbox scene was peak cringe. You could literally watch his brain short-circuit in real time. The invisible cast members. Can we talk about how some people basically don't exist on this show? Besides Sangho shining alone during the mukbang segment, the two newer guys have gotten zero screen time. Sometimes I literally forget they joined the show. They're giving background character energy while everyone else is serving main character drama. It's like the producers said, "We need more people," then completely forgot to give them storylines or speaking lines. What's coming next? Prediction time. I think next week we'll see Jeongmok and JIYEON'S connection solidify. Plus, Jisoo and Seungri will finally establish something real. Beyond that, the prospects are looking pretty bleak for everyone else. The drama is far from over, and honestly, I'm here for whatever chaos comes next. So what do you think? Jeongmok really chose the villain arc when we thought he was our hero. Do you think his reasons justify the messy execution? And what do you think will happen next when the cast only have a few days left? Drop your hottest takes because we need to process this together.